Hi Gemini, Amber here from Symbols for Living. Welcome to your reading. This will be a weekly, or your weekly love update reading for the week beginning the 20th of March. We've got a 7 card spread here. The first would be your overall advice, challenges, what binds you together, what you're learning, what your partner's learning, how you see your partner or feel about your partner even, and how your partner feels about you. So your partner here feels you're very generous here with the Six of Pentacles. They could also feel like you leverage or use money to remain in control of your partnership. They may feel like you use it as a bit of a dangling carrot. That's just a warning, Gemini. I have to put it out there. It could also mean they just find you very, very generous and very helpful and very charitable kind of person, very fair. And that would make sense, as Geminis do place a lot of importance on fairness and a fair give and take. And they may just really, really see that about you. So they feel maybe very secure that you're not going to take advantage of them in any way, that you will always give as much as you receive, or that you also expect to receive as much as you give. So they definitely see that is an important thing for you, that you know, if you give, that you do in some way, shape or form accept some reciprocity. So yeah, that's how they feel about you, and you feel like they are a brand new offer from the heavens with the Ace of Wands. You may see them as very sexually attractive. They may stir a lot of sexual passion in you that maybe had laid dormant, as it is the Ace of Wands, or that is a very new feeling for you. Maybe past relationships weren't as passionate as this one, and you really feel it with this person. I also feel like you feel like they offer you a new opportunity for a relationship. You do feel like you're walking a new path, that this is a new beginning for you, that you feel very passionately about. What lessons you're learning is the Hermit card, and your partner or person you're interested in is learning the Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands speaks towards passionate movement forward, decisive action. Maybe they're learning to be more independent. Maybe you are supporting them a lot financially, and maybe they're learning how to actually get a bit out of their comfort zone here, with this being your challenge, and to actually go out and fend for themselves a little bit. The overall advice here is to kind of not be so giving. So it could be that in actual fact, all of this giving you're doing could actually be a hindrance to their progress, in terms of them learning to be more independent. But they could, I mean, it's not always money that needs to be offered in support, you know. It is sometimes just genuine love and attention that can be a support. So the challenge could be for you as well, is to offer more emotional balance and to bring emotion into your lives, or into your relationship a lot more, rather than money. So finding out what you have in common and that bringing you two together, rather than maybe money and things like that, because you are being asked here to kind of stop spending as a couple, or maybe just you, Gemini, if you are single and this reading is for you. You could just be being asked to maybe not spend so much, or stop giving so much of yourself away, and to keep some for yourself. Don't forget yourself. And it's interesting here because you're learning that lesson about self here with the Hermit card. I probably should show you this card. It's quite hard to see on screen. So yeah, this is his light, shining light. You know, that he uses to guide him, but that is symbolic of his inner light. The guiding light. It's also about the third eye as well, and looking at things from a kind of God perspective, or a perspective that isn't clouded by the masses' opinion, or the status quo, or what is considered normal, or what people usually do, you know, all that kind of stuff. Anything that's kind of textbook even, The Hermit card doesn't ask you to be revolutionary, but it does ask you to look within for your own answers and to look to see exactly where your guiding light is leading you. Ultimately, looking within for answers. And that will actually lead you to a much more kind of rewarding future if you were to do that, because it's about becoming one with yourself as well. So you're being asked to be self-reflective. Maybe it's time to really go within here and to think about, okay, so why do I spend this money, and why do I prefer to use money as a sign of my affections than anything else? You may feel this person is really, really attractive, and you might feel that, you know, you need to spend this money, but maybe they're used to it. And they see this, you see. They see that. And this is how they feel about you. So, yeah, it's not hidden. It could be a very openly kind of an open agreement where, you know, you agree to give them some sort of allowance or something, if that is the case. But you're being asked to really readdress the reasons why you do that and see whether or not that is holding to your inner truth and your and if you're not just being swayed by external circumstances. You know, this is about whether or not you actually know this to be, you know, correct, know this to be the right thing to be doing. You know, is it really going to get your achieve your objectives? You know, that kind of evaluating, is this really the right thing to be doing? I think it also talks about taking time out, so you may need to take a break or something from your partner, possibly, if that's what you're considering. If you feel you need to, it would say that it would definitely aid your this path that you're on this week. You might need to take some time out for yourself this week, and the Eight of Wands here might be asking your partner to fend for themselves a little bit and to take the lead themselves, and maybe get to work as well, because these are wands and they do represent work, and actual physical work. So that could be their lesson, is to just work a bit harder in some way with more passion, to get in touch with their passions, rather than maybe just relying on others to kind of support them in some way. But I do feel like here as well, this could be talking about kind of, as I said before, you may need to be a bit more closed off with your money and connect at more of kind of spiritual soul level with your partner. And that could be the challenge this week. What pulls you together is your history, I think, what you guys have been through so far, the past, and what, you know, maybe the past 7 months, you know, have been really fruitful. And also, I think what binds you together, maybe you could be thinking, you know, I spent so much money, you know, so I need to see how this turns out, kind of thing. It could be a situation like that where you feel like you've invested a certain amount and now you want to see what comes out of it. You don't want to let this go yet. And maybe your partner may feel as well that, you know, so much money has been spent on them that they may feel like, you know, they might feel like they might feel like they owe you, you know, they might feel like it's the right thing for them to do, is to actually to remain in this relationship, because you guys have come so far and maybe so much money has been spent, and so much time has gone by, maybe that you just share too much together, kind of thing. But your challenge here, as I said, is to find that connection on a heart level. So yeah. Also had the Three of Cups turn up at the bottom of the deck as well, so I might as well mention that. It's just, I think the overall advice here, again, another little snippet of advice from the cards would be, again, Three of Cups, it's asking for more cups, more love, more bonding needs to happen. So yeah, this is about bonding. This is also about bonding. And I think the cards are asking you to do that. Hold on to your money and instead connect emotionally.